Hello friends, today we are going to represent root 2 and root 3 by paper folding. So here I have taken an A4 size sheet. To find those numbers, we'll first have to find the ratio of the length and breadth of the sheet. So for that, we are going to fold this into half. So when we fold this into half, the sheet that we obtain is the A5 size sheet. But did you notice one thing while folding the sheet? The breadth of the A4 size sheet remains the same when we fold it and becomes the length of A5 sheet, while the length gets half of the original while folding and becomes the breadth of the A5 size sheet. So this is the breadth and this is the length of the A5 size sheet. So now what we observe is that breadth, it remains the same and contributes to the length of A5, and length, it gets halved and contributes to the breadth of the A5 size sheet when we are folding the paper. So I can say that the breadth of A4 is equals to the length of A5, and half the length of A4 would be equal to the breadth of A5 size sheet. So now we are going to find the ratio of the length and breadth of A4 size sheet and A5 size sheet. So the ratio of length and breadth in A4 sheet is L is to B, taking length as L and breadth as B. Now what we noticed was that the breadth of A4 contributes to the length of A5, and half the length of A4 is equals to the breadth of A5. So we can write B upon L by 2. This is because the length of A4 contributes to the breadth of A5. Let's have a look at the sheet. So when we are folding, so the breadth remains the same and forms the length of A5, while the breadth in the A5 becomes half the length. So we are folding, so the length becomes half and contributes to the breadth of A5. Now we are going to cross multiply these numbers. So by cross multiplying, I am getting half L square is equals to B square. Now we need to find the ratio of length and breadth. So we will take breadth this side and length also this side and 2 that side. So now I am going to take roots both the sides. So root of L square and B square would be equal to root of 2. So I can write that L upon B is equals to root 2 upon 1. So the ratio is root 2 by 1 of length and breadth in A4 size sheet. So every time when we fold this sheet into half, we will get the length as root 2 and the breadth as 1. This is because the ratio would remain the same every time when we fold the sheet. But now we need to obtain root 3. So for that, we are going to form a triangle such that one side remains root 2, that is length, and the other side remains 1, that is the breadth. Now the hypotenuse thus obtained would be root 3. This is because it's a right angle triangle. So by Pythagoras theorem, we can find the hypotenuse by taking base as 1 and length as root 2. Now in this triangle, AB is root 2, that is length, and CB is 1, that is the breadth. We'll find now hypotenuse. So I can write that root 2 square plus 1 square is equals to AC square, that is hypotenuse. This is because the triangle obtained was a right angle triangle. So by applying Pythagoras theorem, I can write that the square of two sides was equal to the square of hypotenuse. So I can write that 2 plus 1 is equals to square of AC. Now substituting, 3 is equals to AC square. So our AC is root 3. So we have proved that how can we represent root 3 by paper folding. So taking one side of the paper as length, that is root 2, and breadth as 1, we have obtained hypotenuse, that is root 3.